Hey everyone, I got a really exciting show for you today, something you're going to want to listen to as soon as you get it, because we're going to be talking about available deals. The number one request I get from folks is, I'm looking for units. Tell me about units. What's going on with units? So I let my network know what this channel's craving, and Matt Garabinian is nice enough to reach out and say, you know what, let's get on. Let's talk about 3 deals that I have right now. So we're going to jump into that. So Matt, thank you very much. How you doing this morning?
I'm great. Good to see you again, Michael.
Yeah, it's great. I love the fact that you're willing to come on the channel, talk about what you have. It's very nice of you. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
No, I appreciate the opportunity. And so, yeah, looking forward to talking
Yeah,
to you about what I've got. And you want to jump right into it?
yeah.
And
Let's go smallest to biggest. Let's jump right on the fourplex. Let's talk about what the
sure.
fourplex is. I saw some pictures, which people can obviously at the end you'll leave your email and contact detail. But it's clean, right? The pictures I saw, they were remodeled and ready to go. So why don't we
It's
talk
a
about the
turnkey.
fourplex?
Yeah, it's okay. So first of all, it's in Visalia, and we have 4 houses on one parcel. Okay, they're all occupied, and they're newly remodeled with new roofs, new dual pane windows, new flooring. They've all passed city permit inspection, and you can start collecting rent now. It's a turnkey opportunity.
Yeah, I like, as many people know on this channel, one of the things that they often see me go after are there multiple houses on one lot,
Hmm.
especially when they're, when they pass city permits and all of that. New roofs, new windows, new paint, new floors. That's what busy professionals want, right? You don't have time for general contractors and all of that. So why don't you share what the rent is being already collected a month, and, we can annualize that, and then we'll hit them with the amount you're asking for.
Annual rent income is 28,500. Annual utilities $4,305. Annual insurance is 987 and 92 cents to be exact. And then, of course, the property taxes are going to be based on the purchase price. So you're going to take the purchase price and multiply that by 1.25%. That's how I usually analyze it. That's pretty safe
Yep.
to assume that's going to be the number. So I just sent this deal out last evening or towards the late afternoon to my list. So we've got tremendous response on it. And the gentleman that I'm working with I'm direct to the seller. Okay, so this is not between 2 or 3 other people. I'm direct to the seller. We have a great relationship, and he said, I told him I'm coming on Michael Zuber's show today, and I said we got to do something for the guests because these are great people that follow Michael's channel. He gives a lot free stuff every day. And so I said, let's run a special because we want to get this deal done. I think it's a perfect fit. So I sent this deal out yesterday at $259,900. Okay. And I got off the phone with my guy, and he said, tell the buyers that if someone steps up today, I can sell this deal for $245,000. So I'm
Wow.
not great at math, but let me take my calculator. Minus 245, and that's $14,000 off the price. And on the actuals, guys, before the price reduction, I had an 8 cap.
Yeah.
Because one question people are going to ask, well, what about the repairs, right? Because there's consistent repairs and maintenance.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, but it's already been done for you. So year 1, you should have minimal repairs. And if you have, general maintenance and upkeep, you're, having your guys check it out semi-annually, you can keep up on the condition of the property. So if we take that NOI that we reported, I have an NOI. If you guys know what that means, that's net operating income. So the net operating income based on the numbers that I shared with you was $22,683. At the old price, that registered to an 8 cap. So on the new price at $245,000, that's a 9% cap, guys. 9%. I don't
Yeah.
know about you, but and Michael, you have to work hard to get a 9% cap rate. Am I wrong?
No, that's Well, first off, I want to thank you for bringing something special to this channel. That was very nice of you and frankly unexpected. So thank you. But again, folks, turnkey stuff is what busy professionals want. It's what I focus on creating, right? I take ugly properties. I spend a bunch of money fixing them up, but I'm one guy doing a few deals a year. What you have in front of you is a four units, already collecting rent, already repaired. And again, you're going to get the inspections. You'll get it. You know, you can look at the property in the pictures. These are the kind of things that people call me about. So, you know what, Matt, just give your contact details right now, because the thing about real estate is you only get one, right? If you listen to this, watch the whole show, and you take action later, you may be the second person. So why don't we just do it now? Give your contact details. So if somebody wants to call you on this, they can stop the video and just call you or send you an email, however you want.
Sure. Quickest response for me would be a text message.
Okay.
My cell phone is 559-978-2241. Again, 559-978-2241. If you prefer email, it's Matt, M-A-T-T, at fastcashcloser.com. That's CLOSER.com.
That's great.
The best way to.
Yeah. So again, text, email, reach out, interest, ask for pictures, let them know you're watching this and that you value the opportunity to pick it up for $14,900 cheaper. And just so you know, I got the email last night at 2:60, and I did not know he was going to bring us something special today on the fourplex. So very thoughtful and very nice. So that's the small one, right? We're getting bigger. So we're gonna double it. Let's go to the 8. Let's
go to 8.
Like? Yeah.
8. Okay, I have 8 on, and I apologize. I am working with limited information on this. This is another relationship, so this is not. I'm not pulling this stuff off Craigslist, guys. And you know, hey, look what I found. Like these are people that I know. These are real properties. These are real deals. I don't come to waste anybody's time, especially Michael's, who's very busy. So I want to bring value to you guys, and this is what I'm doing. So this is 8 units. The location is in the Lowell District in Fresno. Michael, you probably know quite a bit about the Lowell District. I
feel like I own most of it.
You do. You do. So if you want advice on it, here's your guy. I have 8 units there. Okay, it's 2 bedrooms, 3 1-bedrooms, 3 studios. And I'm telling you guys up front because I don't have any pictures yet, but it does have deferred maintenance. So this is not your typical. This is not the last deal where it's, hey, it's start collecting a check. You may have some work to do. You may have some repairs that may need to be done, but the property brings in approximately $4,600 a month.
Yeah. So let me just break down what Matt's telling you as somebody who buys a lot of stuff and frankly owns a lot of Lowell. Well, first off, let's just say, so the Lowell District, I want to be, it's close. I own 30% of my units are in Lowell. It might be 35%, but let's be conservative and say 30%. It's an area that has gotten a mountain of investment from outsiders because of what's happening in Fresno and the high-speed train and all of that stuff. So everything in the Lowell catches my attention. I look at everything. And then when you get a building like this 8 units mixed occupancy, meaning different sizes, I frankly like those better than, hey, I have an 8 units. They're all 600 square feet and they all kind of like side by side, because those, my history hasn't performed as well. I like the mixing of sizes. So those are good things. So let's talk about the deferred maintenance concept. Well, what that tells me, and again, I haven't seen pictures either, right? They don't exist, or at least I haven't seen them. You're going to have some deferred maintenance, but also that should read in your mind higher rents. The Lowell District is an area that really hasn't gotten any love except for the last 2 or 3 years from outside investors. And when we come in, like if you go drive that area, you will see probably 40 to 50% of the places have just gotten huge remodeling, and from guys like me and elsewhere. So it's that up and coming area. It will be vastly different in 3 years. It will be 90% turned. So it is often a good thing to be a part of that, right? And you don't have to guess where to invest, right? If there's already hundreds of millions of dollars coming in from the outside, like pay attention, right? That should catch your attention. So you talked about $4,600 in rent. Why don't you give me the configs again? So it was 2 3s?
2 bedrooms.
No, 2 2s.
Yeah. 3 1-bedrooms.
And 3 studios? Or
Yeah.
no, yeah, 3. So let me
3
just,
studios.
yeah. So again, I haven't seen these guys. Let me just tell you what I think they could be. So this could be 16. That could be 7, 21. This could be 18. So let me just, what it could be. 4, oh shit. That could be, right. Again, you have to go look, but that could be almost $5,400, with some love, some remodeling, higher rents, right? Because the other thing that's happened in Fresno is rents went up this year, right? They went up damn near 10%, studios, 1-bedrooms and 2s. So there is upside. But again, upside comes with cost, and that this one's going to be kind of the make ready and make sure you're doing the right thing. So I don't think we hit them with the price yet. Why don't you tell them what you've got this locked up for or letting it go for?
Yeah, we could do this deal at $450. So that's $56 a door.
Wow. Okay. $450 for 8 units. I haven't seen something like that in a while. So, again, let's just give them your phone number again so they can text you. What's your phone number one more time if somebody wants this 8 units?
Sure. 559-978-2241.
Somebody stop the video and text them, right? 450, 8 units, some deferred maintenance, which means value add and the ability to raise rents. All right. So we're going to go ahead.
I want to add to what you were saying, because I was just doing the math, and I agree with a $700 increase across 8 units is not crazy.
No.
And when you start doing that math, that's $8,400 a year. Most of you guys are probably very what's the word I'm looking for? You're savvy. And so when you look at how to play with the net operating income, so when you're adding $8,400 to your gross income, and then you could fix your expenses, I mean, you take that to the bank, right? And they're refinancing stuff at 6% cap rates. So your bank's going to look at it and say, wow, based on the NOI, you've just raised that $8,400 a year. That's massive, guys. That's massive in terms of your appreciation, and you can literally do the repairs, up the rents, stabilize it, and then turn around and take your cash out of the deal. And guys, I also have to say that this is a cash deal. Okay. So this is not something that we can seller finance. This is not something we can send and wait for a bank to come and appraise it, all that. So it is a cash deal. I just want to, throw that out there. The one fourplex, we could probably do financing.
Got it. That's good to know. Yeah. So again, so the fourplex, if you're willing to put together a deal of financing, that's awesome. Because again, you can borrow, you put, I don't know, call it 30% down, you borrow at 6.25, you're good to go. So the 8plex cash, I did want to say, I just did the math, right? I rounded down because I'm a conservative guy. If you added $8,000 to your income at a 6 cap, that's $133,000 in additional value. Kind of fun, right? Yeah,
amazing, right?
That doesn't suck, right? As they say.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing.
So, and the last thing on this 8 units is, all right, if you're following Grant Cardone and all these syndications, they're all looking for value add apartments. Why? Because of what we just shared, right? You increase rents $8,000 or $8,400. You take the cap rate, you do the math, you can see the increased value. That is what Grant Cardone is doing, just at a bigger scale, right? That is it. That's the whole game. So let's get to the next one. And we're almost doubling again, right? We went from 4 to 8, and now we're going to go from 8 to 15.
15, correct, 15.
Why don't we talk about the 15?
15 is this one. I'll preface up front. I'm gauging feedback and interest. This one is not fully ready to disclose all of the pertinent information, specifically the address for privacy reasons, but it is 15 units. Okay. It's stabilized, meaning you don't have to rent them out. They're already rented. Okay. The cool thing about this building is there's 2 APNs. So they're 2 separate properties. So you can essentially do 2 separate transactions. You could sell one, you could refinance both, and do some creative stuff with this property, which is always cool. The property right now is bringing in a gross monthly income of $10,550.
And they're
And
all twos? Do I remember that right? Or is it a mix again?
yeah, let me tell you the unit mix. So
Oh, sorry.
building one is 6 units, and those are all 2 1s.
Okay.
And they're getting 700 a door across the board.
Okay.
Building 2 is the larger of the two, so that's 9 units. It's a 2-story building. These are all central heating cool, by the way. Building 2 has 3 units, and they're all the 3 units are 1 bedroom, 1 bath,
Okay.
and those get $650 in rent. The 4 units are 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and they get $700 in rent.
Yeah.
And then the remaining 2 are 3 bedroom, 1 bath, and they get $800 in rent.
Wow. Yeah. So again, right. I don't know nothing about this building. I don't have any outside information that you guys don't have, but I just knowing those rents, the building is stabilized. This is not one of those buildings that it's been rented for years at under market, and you've just got a terrible amount of investments coming, right? Because these are pretty close to the rents that I would ask, right? The only one that's a little light is the 3s. There's a little bit of room there. You might be able to push those to 9. In my opinion, I think the 2s are fine at 7, maybe go to 7.25, and the 1s are fine at 650. So again, when I look at this stuff and I get data, that always tells me something. In this story, you have an active management, right? Somebody's managing it well. They're not letting it just sort of sit there and die on the vine and milking cash flow. Again, from what I know about it, this is not a slumlord property because you don't get market rents for slumlord properties. So this is something that is being certainly used and lived in. But it's also being taken care of, because if it's not being taken care of, you're not going to get market rents. Again, these are all things that are hints or clues when you've been doing this game long enough. So very impressed by what you have here. Again, tell the folks you're gauging interest, and tell them really what that means, because there's not really a number yet to share, but tell them what you mean.
That's right. What I can share with you is I've looked at the reported owner income and expense for both 2017 and 2018, and the net income is ranging right around $63,000 a year. So that's your net operating income. And buildings like this in Fresno are trading around a 6 to 7% cap. So if we looked at $63,000 on the net income and we wanted to see what a 6 cap would be, a 6 cap would be $1,050,000. Okay, that's a 6%.
Yep.
A 7 cap is 62,667 divided by 7%. So a 7 cap is $895,242. So you're talking about paying $59,000 a door at a 7 cap.
Yeah.
My suspicion is that this is around this number is where the deal happens.
Yeah. Now, you may not know this answer, but heck, I'm going to ask anyway because it's my show. Do you think this one is one that we could go bank financing, go out and get a commercial loan, given you have the income statements and you have tax returns and all?
I don't see why that would be a problem. Yeah, I think that would be a definite possibility.
Yeah,
because that's a big chunk of change to put down on.
Yeah, that's a stroke of a check right there, boys. Woo.
Yeah.
So I think I would if I was going to make an offer on this, I would write it in a way that I would get commercial lending. Fresno, you're likely going to have to put down 35%, so don't be surprised by that. You're not going to get a commercial building at 20% down. It doesn't happen. You might get 30%, but I'm going to tell you to plan for 35. I've just done a couple of commercial deals, so 35 is what they asked me to do. I'm going to suspect they're going to ask you to do that. So when you're putting your numbers together and you're going to reach out to Matt with the number, I would personally make it a loan offer. I would come in with 30 or 45 or 35 or 40% down, and 15 units, mixed use, been well taken care of. It's something you all keep asking me for. So here you go. Right. So, any last things you want to say about this 15 unit?
I would like to give you more information. I'm working on that. So as soon as I do, if there is any interest, we'll gather an interest list, and then as soon as the information is ready, you'll be the first to know about it.
Let's just do it again, right? Give him your text number, right? If you're interested in the 15 units, stop this thing after he gives your text and say, get me on the list, or tell me more, or here's my number. But go ahead, give your number again. 559-978-2241. That's great. So again, let's summarize what Matt brought you guys today. First off, he brought you a turnkey fourplex that is can get a loan, right? You can go get a residential loan today. So if you don't have your first 4 loans, go get a bank loan, 25% down. It's already producing. City inspections done, rented. The whole turnkey model, right? That's the fourplex in Visalia. Then there's the 8 units, right? You're gonna have a little deferred maintenance. It's in the Lowell district. Lowell is an area that's getting a lot of investments. That is going to be a cash deal, right? So you're going to have a stroke or a partnership or whatever you're going to do for that. And you're going to have to plan for some repair money, right? Because your intention should be to raise rents substantially. And that's going to come with the cost of capital and all of that. And then ultimately he brought you the big boy, right? He brought you 15 units that is producing. Again, I'm basing that based off the rents that I've been told. And, plan to go get a commercial loan, 35 to 40% down. And again, the whole idea is when you find one you like, you need to text Matt at, one more time,
559-978-2241.
All right, Matt, thank you very much for bringing this to us. I do appreciate the $14,900 discount you gave on that first one. That was a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect it, so that's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
And guys, if you want to, if you're interested in one of these, text him. He's given his number 5 or 6 times now, so we're not going to do that again. And at the end of the day, have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Michael.